Hello and welcome to the Cougar Den, where we've got a Firelands Conference showdown between the invading South Central Trojans and the home court Crestview Cougars. It's live and free Friday night hoops, and it's streaming directly to your smartphone, TV, tablet, or computer. And it all comes to you next.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa. Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Kissel's Lawncare. There's no job too big or too small for us to handle. With top-of-the-line equipment, we are guaranteed to complete your next landscaping job efficiently and professionally. A hard-working, dedicated team is what we take pride in, bringing to every job to make sure the results are the best they can be. So the next time you have a landscaping project that needs done, think smart and think Kissel.
Welcome back to the Cougars Den. Of course, as always, Storm Blunchley, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, back at the alma mater, got a good one tonight. Always nice to watch some Firelands Conference hoops.
It's going to be a good one, too, Storm. Both teams, pivotal spot here, both looking to get some Firelands Conference wins, as South Central is 3-0 in the conference and Crestview sitting at 2-1. So both in healthy spots, looking to pick up another Firelands Conference win here early in the season.
Yeah, and for Crestview, they are on a one-game skid, lost their last time out, but looking to bounce back tonight.
Yeah, they struggled against a Western Reserve team, but they're very good, and they're probably the favorites in the area in the Firelands Conference. But let's pause and get ready for the national anthem.
We live in a culture with freedoms like no other. In honor of our great nation and those who have sacrificed and served, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we play our national anthem.
As we step back into the booth, a great performance by the Crestview Pep Band as always. But as we take a look at our matchup spotlight, Garrett, South Central a perfect 5-0 on the season, and Crestview trying to play spoiler at 4-1.
It's been a couple seasons now since South Central has been really just dominating Crestview. Crestview hasn't been able to do anything for them in the past few seasons. As you see, they swept the season matchup last year. One was an OT. They won that one by 6 points. And the past two games last season, they only won by 10. So these two clubs, they play each other tight and they play each other tough. I'm looking for a great matchup here tonight.
Definitely, as we transition now into our team spotlight for the South Central Trojans. Their head coach, Brett Seidel, 16-5 overall as
last season,
9-2 in the Firelands. Finished second, had to replace some key seniors and beat Plymouth in a nail-biter last time out.
Yeah, Storm, they got to replace a lot of guys. Last year, they lost Tyler Sage, the one-year letter winner, Blaine Wheeler and Jason McCormick, both two-year letter winners. Then, of course, the four-year letter winner and first-team All-District, David Lamoreaux, a big guy to replace down low. He was one of the better players in the area. So South Central looking to gain some more guys here this year.
Going to take a look quickly at our team spotlight for the Cougars head coach, John Kurtz, of course, second season as head coach, first winning season last season since 2011. A complete culture change under, of course, Kurtz, and a big test versus some top dogs tonight in the Firelands Conference.
Crestview's beat some of the younger guys here in the area. St. Paul and Plymouth, both really struggling teams, but they got a big test here tonight. They struggled against one of the better teams, probably the favorite in the area for the Firelands Conference in Western Reserve. They got another test here tonight against South Central. Let's see if they can do it.
And the tip goes to South Central, looking to go down low against Owen Barker quickly, trying to get into some foul trouble. That's going to be a block, and Barker's going to attempt to save it. Will not be able to track it down. It's going to be out of bounds. South Central basketball.
South Central Storm has 5 guys who score more than 6 points a game. Isaac Blair is going to be their leader. He averages 18.2 points per game and shoots a healthy 35% from downtown. He likes to get his shot behind the arc and knock it down.
South Central once again on offense. Moving the ball around, gets trapped in the short corner, trying to get it up top, and does. Quick hop step move in the lane, and that's going to start off the scoring for South Central. A quick 2-point basket.
What a tough take right there, just straight to the cup. That one was Hagan Adams. Took it right into Heath Cash's chest and put it off the window for 2.
Austin Wells now for the Crestview offense. Guarded up close by Seidel. Seidel, one of those returning lettermen we talked about earlier. Barker has it on the wing. Now back to Austin Wells. Over in the corner, Cash. Looking to get something going off the ball. They get it into Barker. He has a quick post shot. A little too much on it, not going to fall.
There's a nice play set up and play design. Down the Barker down low, who had the easy look at the rim but just couldn't finish. He's going to need to make those as the Crestview bench wanted to walk on that play, not going to get it, and now down to Adams.
Bounce pass inside, deep in the paint. Barker trying to play some more defense. Another block. Already got 2 on the night, and we're just in the first quarter as that shot from Blair also misses. Wells in transition for the Cougars. Out to Jarek Ringler. Now back up top to Heath Cash. Getting guarded closely, and that's what you have to do because that's what you're afraid of. However, that one's not going to find the bottom of the net as Jarek Ringler grabs the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Wells. Wells with a difficult leaning shot, not going to go, and Blair the other way for South Central.
Both teams like to get in defensively and try to get some steals. Crestview only allowing 33 points a game, but they got a high-powered matchup here tonight. It's tremendous fake right there from South Central. That's going to be Sam Seidel, and gets the floater to go for 2.
That's going to be a 4-point advantage for the Trojans as they were able to poke that one away. It's going to be Crestview ball out of bounds.
So Crestview going to need to get something here in the bucket storm. Down 4-0. I know it's early, but you don't want to let a team that has so much offensive firepower get their shots up, get a big lead, and then really just pour it on. So Crestview desperately in need of a bucket.
Wells has it over to Cash now. Jarek Ringler on the right wing, going to take a screen, Barker decides not to. Ringler now in the lane, takes some contact. I believe that one was blocked by Adams. He gets the outlet pass to Blair, and they're heading the other way.
That's just tremendous defense from South Central, making it tough for Crestview to get any kind of look at the rim. A tremendous spin right there, kisses it off the window. What a take from Seidel.
Gorgeous move to get the layup to go. South Central now on a 6-0 run. Crestview still without a basket here in this game, and we've got 5:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Raymer dish off to Wells right there. Almost a steal. Wells able to hold on to it. Tries to get inside to Barker. Mitchell tried to save it, but is unable to. It's going to be out of bounds. Crestview will retain possession.
Cougars coming out look a little shocked. They look a little flat right now. South Central really just punched them in the mouth here, especially on the defensive end. Crestview's had no easy look.
And that's the problem with Crestview. Once they get into shooting slumps or slumps on offense in general, it's hard for them to get out of as Barker takes it up. A little too strong, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and that one goes. Crestview finally on the board with 2.
That's exactly what they need to get it down to your best player, and Owen Barker. Let him man down low, take his body into the paint, get an easy 2.
Seidel now on offense for the Trojans. Another gorgeous fake, gets just not enough on the finger roll, won't get it to go, almost loses it, able to kick it out to Adams on the three-point line. He has a fake, corner fake there from Mitchell. He drives inside, going to be a foul, and it's going to be out of bounds on the baseline for South Central.
So a tough start here for Crestview defensively, but almost had a stop there on that possession. South Central able to retain it and see if they can get something to go.
South Central looking to inbound on the baseline. That is Seidel down low. They get into the low box. Seidel corner 3 on the way. Silky smooth touch as that three-pointer goes for the Trojans.
And Sam Seidel all the way up to 7 points by himself here tonight. Early favorite Storm for MVP already here in the first quarter.
Definitely so. If that play continues, there would be a no-doubt decision as Jarek Ringler on the Crestview offense trying to get back on track. Cash has it now, gets it back out to Barker. Three-point try, rare opportunity for him on the three-point line. Doesn't get it to fall. South Central the other way. Seidel has it across the timeline, quick crossover, makes his move to the lane, takes a lot of contact. Not going to go, and Seidel looks hurt. Took a lot of impact there on the ground from that shot.
Not something you want to see, as Seidel is one of the leaders on this team, scoring 9.2 points per game, and really surprised there was no foul call there on that play, but nonetheless, Seidel is in some serious pain.
Looks like he is ready to get back up, and it's always a sign you like to see when a guy can get up and walk off on his own power. Hope nothing but the best for Seidel.
Looks like it could just be a stinger, Storm. Looks like he fell really hard on his hip. Might be able to just walk it off and then hop back in the game if possible.
Crestview will have possession of the basketball off that injury timeout. Wells will bring it up for them. Wells with a crossover, hands it off to Raymer. Crestview really looking to get something off the ball. An open shot as Austin Wells drives inside, gets it to Barker. Quick power dribble up and off the window, and that's the Crestview offense they're used to.
They got to continue to feed Owen Barker. He's got a mismatch down low. He's going to use his strength to his advantage. Keep feeding him if you're Crestview.
Blair has it, takes a screen from Mitchell. He drives to his right, wide open lane, goes inside, and that's 3 blocks on the night Owen Barker hosting a block party as Raymer gets a quick layup to go on the other end, and just like that, it's a three-point game.
I thought Raymer Storm might have got away with a little bit of a travel there, but tremendous defense from Crestview, and what a block from Barker here on the other end defensively, and then the outlet pass up to Raymer.
A 3 already for him tonight, like I said. Wow, just a terrific defensive effort. There's a three-pointer on the way for South Central. Cash can't hold on to it, and it's going to fall into the hands of Adams and South Central. Follow-away jumper for him, and that one climbs the rim and goes in.
So an easy opportunity right there for Heath Cash to grab that defensive rebound. Couldn't handle it, and South Central makes him pay on the offensive end.
Wells hands it off to Ringler. He drives all the way inside, takes the contact, isn't going to finish the layup, but will be rewarded with 2 at the charity stripe.
Strong start here for South Central, especially Seidel. Came out of the gates on fire. Now Crestview has rebounded a little bit, stopped the bleeding, cut into this lead, trying to make it 4.
Jarek Ringler unable to get his free throw attempt to fall. We'll have one more. A couple of substitutions on the floor. Jarek Ringler gets his second attempt to go, cuts further into that South Central lead, and Seidel has checked back into the game for the Trojans. That's always a good sign. He has it on offense for the Trojans. Hands it off to Haller. Now over to Blair. Blair uses his right hand, tries to get into the lane, kicks it back out. Adams has it now, back up top to Seidel. Seidel with a quick hesitation goes to the left wing where Adams is waiting for it. Baith might have got a fingertip on that one as Crestview's going the other way. Baith on the right wing. Barker wasn't ready for the pass. No harm, no foul as Ringler's able to track it down, gets it in the hands of Raymer. Sets a screen, finds the cutting Jarek Ringler. Not enough on it. Seidel the other way. 3-on-3 fast break. Seidel takes it himself, gets in the lane, goes up with it, takes a lot of contact, no call on the floor. Offensive rebound and another block from Barker. Terrific defensive play from Barker in the first quarter.
Not letting anything inside easily as Barker's been swatting shots left and right, and Blair with a tough shot right there. Can't get it to go, and Crestview rebounds. It's going to be a reach-in foul on South Central. That's going to be on Carl Ferber.
So Crestview with their typical stingy defense. They don't allow a lot of points, Garrett, and looks to be the trend we're going into tonight as well.
South Central came out of the gates, hitting shots left and right. Seidel was the main guy, but now Crestview's regrouped and regathered, put in some of the bench depth and the defensive guys, and so far they're doing their job.
Barker has it, gets it over. It was intended for Baith, but fell into the hands of Ringler. Now Baith has it. Up top to Raymer. He takes a screen from Baith, dribbles to his left. He resets things back out to Baith. Just over a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Back up top to Austin Wells. He picked up his dribble, gets it to Raymer. Now under a minute to play. Crestview being really patient on this try, really trying to get a good look out of this one as they get it down low to Barker. He gets it on the three-point line. He goes all the way inside and 2 quick steps, and Garrett, I mean, how do you even stop that?
What a strong move right there from Barker. He even slipped on the play, too. It didn't matter. Used his shoulder and his strength to his advantage and took it right to the cup for the easy lay-in for 2.
So South Central think they're going to elect to take the final shot of the quarter as there are 30 seconds left to play here. Seidel has it, dribbles to his left, I think trying to just milk the clock out so they get that last shot. Blair dribbles inside, beautiful bounce pass to Adams, now back up top to Seidel. 3-point try on the way. Adams, that one goes. 5 seconds left now. Crestview's going to have to go quickly as Jarek Ringler takes it coast to coast. Going to be blocked and saved. Not going to be enough time to get a final shot off, and that's going to do it here for the first quarter where your South Central Trojans lead your Crestview Cougars 14-9. Going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, but for now, you have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Welcome back to the Cougars Den. Storm Blunchley joined as always by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, second quarter action just moments away. South Central jumped out to an early lead, but Crestview able to crawl back into this one.
South Central's out to a 6-0 lead before Crestview even got even a shot at the rim. They picked it back up towards the end of that first quarter, but then again, South Central in the closing seconds of that first quarter got a block shot and then got a three on the other end, and the lead is back up to 5 points. But they're going back down to the big man, and Mason Ringler now gets his first 2 points of the night.
That's what Crestview prides their offense on, getting it down low and really making sure test their strength, seeing if you can hang with them on the low block.
And that's going to be their strength tonight, Storm. They're going to continue to go down there and see if they can win matchups. It's right there. That's Caden Howard now going to get the three-point attempt to go, and now Jarek Ringler is on the pace for the Cougars.
Heath Cash has it, turns it over. Seidel on the other end takes on two Crestview defenders. Wow, what an athletic play to get that one to go and one.
At this point, Storm, Seidel is just showing off. I mean, this is on two guys. Somehow gets it up there, throws it at the rim, and banks it in for two, and now heads to the free throw line to see if he can get his 10th point of the night.
Puts just enough mustard on that one to get it to go. I mean, that was just perfect touch on that shot, and that's what he needed, fighting through two players worth of contact.
It looks like Crestview elected to start the game starting out Addison Raymer. We haven't seen him a lot starting, Storm. I think he's got the matchup tonight against Sam Seidel, and so far in favor of Seidel.
Ringler has it. That definitely should have been a travel, I think, but Raymer has it on the left wing. Gets it up top to Austin Wells. He dribbles to his right, resets back to his left. Baith now in the corner trying to get it down low to Ringler. Just resets it out to Raymer, able to keep his pivot foot. Now Jarek Ringler has it. Deep three-point try on the way for Ringler. And Garrett, it seems the past couple of games, Jarek Ringler has been struggling offensively.
We didn't see much out of him last time we were here for the St. Paul game, and so far that's really not the shot you want to take right now. Only down 6 points. Don't want to start forcing things. Still in this game. Want to try to get it down in the post. It's been working so far all night.
Seidel step back, kicks it out. Adams fakes the three-pointer. Now Seidel back on the right wing. Trying to work it inside. Gets caught up by two defenders. Tries to save it and will get it back into Adams. It's going to be a reach-in foul on Baith. Got a little too handsy on defense, so South Central is going to take the ball out of bounds.
Thought Blair was going to be the player here tonight, Storm, that really showed out, but so far it's man Seidel. He's already passed his season average. Average is 9.2. He's already up to 10.
Adams has it. Right wing gets it all the way over to Mitchell. That one's going to be stolen from Ringler. Raymer's leaking out. Baith looking for him. Decides to just get it to Austin Wells. Ringler, three-point try on the way. Off the back, ironing out, and Crestview ice cold from the three-point line to start this one. South Central the other way. Blair all the way to the 10, not going to go. They're going to say last touch by the Trojans, as Owen Barker will check in, and it will be Crestview basketball.
So quality minutes from Ringler down low. Now they got Barker and Ringler in, Storm, so look for the Crestview to continue to try to get it down low and get it to their big guys.
I'm pretty sure this is the starting lineup we're used to. Both those tall trees down there starting for Crestview. As Austin Wells slices and dices, gets into the lane, doesn't put enough English on it, falls out, but Crestview sometimes with some floor spacing issues when you have two guys of that stature on the down low block.
The one thing the two do really well, though, and you don't see a lot of big men doing it, they can pass the ball. We've seen a few of Owen Barker's highlight reel passes here at the Cougars Den, and they like to pass the ball. They struggle to shoot tonight, and that's really what hurts them. They live and die by those three-point shots, and so far they haven't really been able to capitalize at all.
Barker with a hustle play right there. Three-point try. Baith almost got it to go off the glass. Battle for the rebound. Ringler gets it, not going to get it to go. Jarek Ringler with the offensive rebound. They're going to call a foul down low. Caden Holler isn't happy with the call, but you got to respect the effort on the offensive glass from the Crestview Cougars.
And that's gonna be what it's going to take, Storm, for Crestview to stay in this game. If they're going to struggle to shoot from the three-point line, 3 offensive rebounds, just bullying down low in the paint. They're going to have to continue to do so as Mason Baith is going to queue up a 3 and hit nothing but the window.
Another offensive rebound for Jarek Ringler. He puts it up and puts it in. And Garrett, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And if you don't succeed that time, try again. And one more time, if you don't succeed.
4 offensive rebounds. They will not be denied, Storm, as they finally get 2 points and cut this back down to 4.
Blair has it. Austin Wells guarding him. Now in the corner is Caden Holler. He resets things back up top to Ferber. Ferber looked for the backdoor pass. Wasn't there. Back out. 3-point try for South Central. Not going to go. Deep or offensive rebound for South Central, Garrett. And Crestview got caught sleeping a little bit there on the glass.
Look at the ups right there from Hagen Adams, just climbing the ladder over everybody else. And now Crestview is going to get a careless turnover. Now South Central gets a chance to extend their lead.
6-point lead already. Like you said, a chance to extend it as quickly into the lane. Now blocked by Barker and Garrett. That's either his 4th or his 5th one of the night already.
He's going up, Storm, to try to make these South Central offensive players remember, don't bring it down inside. I'm going to block it almost every single time you do. He's jumped at almost everything. Now, you flip side of that, if South Central goes down and throw a pump fake, you might get some contact and get some and one opportunity. So I guess we'll see how the game goes along.
Heath Cash has it on the left wing, trying to get it inside to Barker. Quick power dribble outside. Ringler 3-point try. Not going to go. Heath Cash with an offensive rebound. Wanted a foul call. Not going to get it, and South Central is going to take the basketball the other way.
I think what Cash was pleading to the ref was that he threw it off a South Central defender while he was in the air, but the ref's seen otherwise as Crestview just ice cold here from downtown, and that's going to hurt them here tonight.
Seidel off to Holler, now up top to Adams. Working it down low inside to Ferber. Great defense there from Ringler. Nice job not to foul. South Central with an offensive rebound. Looking to get it down low again, tipped away. Willinger with some stellar defense. Inside pass, not going to go too much on it, off the rim and out. Crestview pushing things in transition. Austin Wells has it. He goes all the way inside. Last touch by South Central, but Garrett, Crestview really a third quarter team when it comes to shooting. Normally we see Heath Cash kind of struggle in the first and second quarter, but in the third quarter and especially in money time that fourth quarter, he really steps up and knocks down the shots.
It's really just getting to see that first one finally go in the bucket as they're setting up something for Cash, and he's going to take a jumper, see if he can finally get it to go. He can't, and South Central will get the defensive rebound.
Seidel has it, check back into the game across the timeline now. Has Jarek Ringler guarding him. South Central looking to try to get something off ball, it seems like. Seidel picked up his dribble in the lane, spent a lot of time down there. No call for the 3-point violation as Seidel puts up a 3-pointer, won't fall. Heath Cash the other way. Gets it inside to Ringler, takes one quick dribble, puts it up. Not going to go. Another defensive rebound, and Garrett, Crestview ice cold now.
Just easy opportunities that they have to convert on with a team that is 5-0, a very good South Central team. They got to make these easy ones go. So far, they're getting it done defensively, but South Central's going to queue up a 3 and make them pay. You can't leave Caden Holler wide open from downtown. He shoots 33% from out there.
And that one was a warm-up jumper for him as Crestview's desperate to try to get this offense back on track. Maybe you take a timeout now if you're John Kurtz to kind of slow down this momentum, but elect to play it out here on offense as Austin Wells has it. Now over to Jarek Ringler, looking to get inside to Barker. That one tipped away. 2-on-2 fast break. Blair elects to take it himself, goes all the way up, won't put it in, but an offensive rebound for the Trojans and a quick shot off of it will be rebounded by Barker. Jarek Ringler the other way, looking to push to the tempo himself. Quick Euro step all the way to the lane. Got fouled. Not going to say in the act of shooting, so that's going to be baseline out of bounds for the Cougars.
Cougars got to stop the bleeding. Now down 9 points. Don't want this thing to get to double digits before the half. Want to try to cut this to maybe 6 or 5 to at least take something in the half and take some momentum, because right now it's all South Central here at the Den.
Adams checks in for Ferber on the South Central side of things. Austin Wells has it. Gets it over to Ringler. Back in the corner is Wells. Now working it down low. Ringler, quick spin move, puts it up. Doesn't get enough under it, and that one's going to be a turnover, but Crestview able to get the steal. Now Ringler down low once again, battling for the basketball. That's going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow points to South Central.
Ringler a little frustrated with himself. He had some opportunities there to get some easy points as Raymer is going to check in for the Cougars for Austin Wells. And now South Central, an opportunity to make this a double-digit advantage, exactly what they want to do before half.
1:34 left to play here in the first half of basketball. Firelands Conference Hoops live and free here on the OH Report as Holler has it now, dishes it over to Blair. He goes inside, lays it up, and one beautiful touch to finish the three-point play.
What a shot right there. Takes the contact from Ringler, just elevates right over top, and it's money storm. Now a double-digit advantage. And South Central with all the momentum here at Crestview.
Pretty sure he banked that one off the moon with how high that shot went up as Blair steps up to the free throw line, puts up his first free throw attempt of the game, and it goes, pushes the lead to 10. Crestview still desperately trying to get their offense back on track as Jarek Ringler has it. Blair right there guarding him. Heath Cash, quick trigger. Beautiful stroke, and there's the first one for Heath Cash, and that's all he needs to get hot.
Exactly what the doctor ordered, Storm. Heath Cash from downtown and making it splash. Some momentum here back in the Cougars. The guy got to stop here defensively, though.
Seidel now with under a minute to play in the first half. Has Jarek Ringler on him. Barker thought about the double team. Huller now has it back up top to Seidel. Dribbles to his right, brings it back out, trying to waste as much clock as he can. 40 seconds now. Two guys on him. Seidel drives inside and brings it back out. Starting to look a little bit more like a track meet now. Caden Huller has it up top. Hands it off to Seidel. 20 seconds now. Double team comes. Ringler has it, almost tipped away from Raymer, and it is 15 seconds. Seidel trying to get aggressive, gets it over the line to Ringler. Tried to sneak it inside. Jarek Ringler snatch block on a three-pointer from Blair. Wow, what about the athleticism from Blair on the defensive end?
What a play right there from Blair, just going up and intercepting that. Was looking for the pick six, but smart foul from Ringler to not let him get anything easy. And it looks like Seidel might be shooken up, but he's going to play through it, Storm.
Seconds left to go here in the second quarter. South Central's got to go quickly. Put up a shot at the horn. Oh my goodness, wow, a buzzer beater. What a shot from Seidel to end the half. No time on the clock, triple zeros, and ends it with a perfect three-point play. Take a look at this Sutton Bank replay, falling away from the hoop, and what a way to end the half, and that's going to do it for the first half as the South Central Trojans take a 10-point lead. That is going to do it here from the Cougars Den for the second half, or for the first half, excuse me. Going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, but for now, you've been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Kissel's Lawncare. There's no job too big or too small for us to handle. With top-of-the-line equipment, we are guaranteed to complete your next landscaping job efficiently and professionally. A hard-working, dedicated team is what we take pride in, bringing to every job to make sure the results are the best they can be. So the next time you have a landscaping project that needs done, think smart and think Kissel.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Welcome back to the Cougars Den. Storm Blunchley, of course, joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, let's take one more look at this shot that sent us into halftime. I mean, off balance, that's 2 steps behind the NBA three-point line. I mean, oh my goodness.
Big time shot too, especially when Crestview was getting some of the momentum back. Sam Seidel put the dagger right in the Cougars with this step back J. 2 guys closing out on him. It didn't matter, and he rattled it in for a 12-point lead for the Trojans.
Of course, as always, brought to you on our Sutton Bank replay. I mean, the concentration and focus needed to nail a shot like that. But of course, it's halftime, so let's take a look at the halftime stats brought to you by State Farm agent Marc Lamoreaux. Starting off with the home court Crestview Cougars, 6 field goals, 1, 3, 13 rebounds, 4 fouls, 3 turnovers, shooting 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Switching gears to the South Central Trojans, 5 field goals, 4 threes, 12 rebounds, 4 fouls, 5 turnovers, shooting 1 of 1 from the free throw line. And Garrett, looking at the stat sheets, I mean, it's kind of surprising that this one is already in double digits.
It's due to that three-point shooting from South Central. They've knocked down 4 of them to Crestview's 1, and we all thought that Crestview shooting was going to be better than South Central's coming in tonight, but they flipped the switch and they've been knocking it down. They got a couple guys that shoot above 35%. Blair, one of them. Seidel at 27%, knocking down that one right before the half. Haller at 33%. So they can shoot the ball too, and they've done it better, and that's a big part and the big reason why they're up 12 points here at Crestview.
And Garrett, the rebounding discrepancy, only one. Crestview normally known for their big bodies down low that can go up and get a rebound, but South Central been keeping them in check so far in the first half.
Crestview came out a little flat, and they rebounded at the end of that first quarter, beginning of the second, but then South Central's defense was smothering the Cougars. They couldn't get anything offensively before Cash hit that 3 to give Crestview a little bit of juice, but it didn't matter because Sam Seidel hit that buzzer beater right for the half.
Speaking of that buzzer beater, we will take one more look at it before we head into a break. I mean, falling away from the hoop, 2 guys in his face, and basically hits nothing but net. But that's going to do it here for the halftime report here at the Cougars Den. Going to be right back with second half action. But for now, you've been watching high school hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Kissel's Lawncare. There's no job too big or too small for us to handle. With top-of-the-line equipment, we are guaranteed to complete your next landscaping job efficiently and professionally. A hard-working, dedicated team is what we take pride in, bringing to every job to make sure the results are the best they can be. So the next time you have a landscaping project that needs done, think smart and think Kissel.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Hello and welcome back to the Cougars Den. Second half action already underway as we step back into the booth. Storm Blunchley joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett and Crestview starting off things with a quick turnover.
Not what you want coming out of the halftime break, especially down 12 points to an undefeated South Central team looking to come in here and get a big-time win on a Friday night. Got to come out here and get some defensive stops and really shut down Sam Seidel. He's been the driving factor to why South Central's got such a big advantage.
Austin Wells with a big block, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and that's going to be a foul on the Cougars. So Blair is going to step up to the line for two. And Garrett, one more time, just because I like this play so much. If you missed it at the end of the first half, that is the play. We were delighted enough to see a step-back three-pointer with triple zeros on the clock.
Storm, if we ever do end up seeing a game winner in our commentary, debuts and stuff, and someone hits a game winner for the win, we might replay that maybe for an hour before we end up actually packing up and leaving.
Yeah, I don't know if we'd make it home that night. They might find us in the gym still replaying it the next morning as Ringler drives inside, gets caught up by two defenders. Raymer now on the three-point line, dribbles inside, gets caught up, tried to float one over to Barker, miscommunication, and South Central running the other way. Seidel has it, gets inside, spin move, teacup at the carnival, high off the glass, and wow, what a move.
This dude, Storm, is putting on a clinic here offensively. He is dominating so far throughout this entire game, and South Central looking to pull away and put this one to bed early.
Austin Wells has it, gets it over to Ringler, now in the corner. Cash, he made a three-pointer there at the end of the second quarter as well. Tries to put up another one high off the rim. Wells with the offensive rebound and a quick two for the Cougars.
It's all going to start defensively for Crestview. They got to get some stops. They got to shut down Sam Seidel. He's had way too many looks, too deep into the paint, and he's got the friendly touch off the rim.
Seidel has it. Cash with a reach, not going to get the ball. Barker on defense. Deep three-point try from Haller, and that one goes South Central firing on all cylinders out of the halftime break.
They cannot miss. They're a perfect shooting percentage here in the second half here early. And Addison Raymer for Crestview is going to cue up a three to stop the bleeding. Not going to get it to go, but they get the offensive rebound. Going to be a foul call here on South Central. That one's going to go on Brandon Mitchell.
Wow, things are getting chippy down there. Garrett, looks like there was a little extracurricular activity on that play. No technical fouls issued, but that matchup down there might be something to watch.
I'm surprised Crestview went away from it so early in the game because they were getting really whatever they wanted, especially with Barker down low. He was getting easy looks at the rim. And now Jarek Ringler looking to get some points for his club.
Gets caught, picked up his dribble, gets it off to Cash, now working inside to Barker. He goes up strong. That's going to be a foul, and Barker's going to get rewarded with a couple at the free throw line.
Seidel Storm was saying that he had all ball. I think Barker thought otherwise, got caught. And that'll be a foul on South Central, and they're going to call that a shooting foul, Storm, so a nice opportunity for Crestview to stop the clock and get some free.
I think that was the right call. I think shooting foul in the act of that post move, but hey, some people say ball don't lie, Garrett. That was the great Baron Davis, actually, who I believe coined the term first. He actually, the first time he said that, he got thrown out of the game. Little fun factoid. I didn't know if you knew that or
Might
not.
have to throw you out of the booth, Storm, to say it again.
South Central the other way. Blair has it for the Trojans offense. Takes a screen from Adams, dribbles all the way in. Floater alert. Not going to go, gets his own rebound, kicks it back out. Up tops, Adams has it, fakes the three-pointer, gets it over to Haller. Haller now to the man, the myth, the legend, Seidel in the first half. He's going inside, gets tipped away. Ringler gets caught over there on that far sideline, and that's going to get a turnover. And Kurt's given an earful to the referee as Crestview able to get another steal. Cash a little too much on that pass as it sails out of bounds. Garrett, and John Kurtz, he's hot over there, and for a good reason.
He's a little frustrated in the scoreboard. Might be one of the reasons why, and then didn't get the call that he wanted from the Stripes. And South Central's going to elect to call it timeout, Brett Seidel.
So South Central, this was kind of what happened at the beginning of the game where South Central jumped out to a pretty sizable lead, and then Crestview was kind of able to claw back into it, Garrett. But this Trojans offense doesn't see any signs of slowing down here anytime soon.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Crestview to get back into this game, especially at the kind of offensive performance they're showing so far here early in the third quarter. They're going to have to pick it up offensively, and those easy shots they're going to have to convert and cut down on the turnovers, and it's going to be hard to stop this South Central ball club, man. Sam Seidel is on fire here in the third quarter.
And Sam Seidel, he does score, I believe, around 9 points a game, and he has already far and away exceeded that point total on the season.
Yeah, as I alluded to early in the broadcast, their leader offensively is Isaac Blair. He's averaging almost 20 a game, but tonight it's been Sam Seidel who's really been hurting the Cougars.
South Central resetting things out of the timeout. Who else but Seidel leading their offense? Raymer right there on him. Barker tried to sell out for the steal. Andy got it. Jarek Ringler the other way, going to get it taken away as well, but they're going to tag the Trojans with a travel violation. So Crestview's going to get it out of bounds.
Sloppy third quarter here. Both teams turning it over back and forth. Which team's finally going to want the ball a little bit more and get some kind of offense here in the second half?
Austin Wells gets it to Jarek Ringler, out of the inbound. Now over to Cash on the left wing. He dribbles to his right, takes it all the way inside, and that's probably the easiest two-pointer Heath Cash will ever get.
Not used to seeing Cash penetrate into the defense there. He's used to shooting those deep threes, but right there, easy take to the cup and got the easy layup to go.
Seidel has it, step back, kicks it over to Mitchell. Mitchell now moves it to Huller, three-point try on the way. And how about that answer for the Cougars two-pointer?
Haller has been nothing but money from behind the arc, and so has South Central as they're dominating Crestview here at the Den. And Cash got an easy jumper there, Storm. That might go to Crestview's advantage. He got the easy look and seen it drop.
They might need to make that Kevin Garnett play where even after the whistle blows, you go up there and block it. Don't let the offense build any momentum if you can help it.
Still a ball game here, only down 17 points, but Crestview's got to move fast with an explosive offense like South Central. It's going to be hard to, cut down those turnovers and cut down on the offensive performance that South Central showed.
Jarek Ringler has it. Blair guarding him on the left wing. Now over to Heath Cash. He steps back, gets it out to Raymer. He dribbles all the way inside and gets an easy two-pointer. Not enough on it. Won't get it to go, but an offensive rebound. Raymer puts it up one more time. Not going to go, and that's going to be a foul, and a little more extracurricular on that one, Garrett. Things are definitely getting a little emotional on the floor.
Big-time game. Both teams are scrapping and clawing for this one. They want this one as John Kurtz is going to call a timeout. And I'm sure they're going to hear an earful, Storm. Don't want to commit these kind of fouls and don't want to let the emotions get to you here in a game that you desperately need.
And if you look on the faces of the Crestview players on the floor, Garrett, they look frustrated. This is a spot they're not used to being in. A little bit of a blowout going on here. Not a spot that they are really used to being in.
Well, they're typically on the other side of the spectrum. They're typically taking it to the opponent, and so far they've been getting really just dominated all night long. And it's been a credit to South Central's defense. Crestview really hasn't had that many open looks, and when they do, they typically cannot convert.
And the swarming to the low block, as soon as Barker will get an entry pass, or as soon as Ringler will get an entry pass, you'll see 2, 3, 4 guys swarm to the basketball, really not allowing them to go to work on the low block.
And once Barker is able to get that ball out to a shooter, Storm, they haven't been able to knock down any threes. I believe they only have the one, and that was from Cash in the second quarter. It's just been a rough shooting night, I guess you could say, for Crestview. They just haven't got anything to go, and when they do, South Central's offense then turns it up to another notch.
Yeah, as we saw, Heath Cash got that easy layup, and on the other end, a wide-open three-pointer for the Trojans. Got to be demoralizing if you're the Cougars. Nonetheless, South Central will have it out of the John Kurtz timeout. Seidel across the timeline. Hands it off to Haller, now to Blair. Gets into the lane, kicks it back out to Haller. Jarek Ringler on him. Now Seidel in the corner. Dribbles baseline, goes in the air. Skip pass, three-point try, not going to go. Rebound outletted to Raymer. He's got it, 1-on-3 fast break, takes it all the way himself, battles through traffic and gets it to go for two.
What a take all the way, full length of the court, Storm, from Addison Raymer. Not used to seeing him doing a lot offensively, but right there, what a take. And now it looks like the defense and the tempo for the Cougars has ramped up a little bit.
John Kurtz must have lit a fire under his guys somehow as they are really swarming on defense now, as South Central is going to take it out of bounds off the kickball violation. Blair has it for them, floats it over the top to Ferber. He gets it down low, hook shot on the way. It's just short. Offensive rebound for the Trojans, and that one goes for two.
It was just right place, right time right there. I believe that was Ferber. Crestview, Addison Raymer played great defense contesting the shot, but Ferber was right there to clean up the mess.
Ringler hands it off to Cash. Three-point try on the way. Not going to go. Offensive rebound by Austin Wells, Now back to Cash. Inside to Jarek Ringler. He gets caught up. That's going to be a foul on the Trojans. South Central fans wanted to walk, not going to get it. It's going to be Crestview basketball out of bounds. Wells set to inbound. Outside, Heath Cash has it. Adams guarding him. He gets into the lane, kicks it back out to Ringler. Ringler takes a screen from Cash, gets the switch on to Adams. Now Austin Wells has it. Dumps it off to Raymer. Raymer caught up in the lane, out to Ringler. Barker trying to establish position, and a lot of physical play down there, Garrett, and that's kind of what they've been doing to disrupt Barker, is really laying into him.
Ferber and Barker have been going at it tonight, and now the physical play has turned up a notch, and that's a good call right there. Ferber was getting a little too touchy and grabby there on Barker, and now Crestview with an opportunity to run an out-of-bounds play. Storm, do you think they're going to go to the old stack play?
Doesn't look like it, but hey, maybe we'll see stack a little bit later tonight as Austin Wells receives the inbound pass. Ringler left wide open, warm-up jump shot on the way, and that one falls, cutting in to the South Central lead.
Just what the Cougars needed right there was a shot to go in and get some confidence back in these guys. Now down 14 points. Just got to step up defensively and get some stops.
Seidel has it, hands it off to Haller. Jarek Ringler right there on him, dishes it off. Dive for the basketball on the floor. It's going to be out of bounds. They're going to say last touched. No call yet on the floor. They're going to say it was last touch by Crestview, and Garrett, it seemed like neither referee was very confident in their call.
I thought it might have rolled off a South Central defender's leg, but they do have the better view down there, Storm, so I'm sure this is the right call. And what a block right there from Jarek Ringler. Get that cheese out of here.
Yeah, wow, right off the inbounds play. Thought the back door would get open, but not when Jarek Ringler's in the area as he makes an athletic play to get that one out of his house. Same play and another block from Jarek Ringler. Able to retain possession is the Trojans, and they get a two-pointer to drop. Wells the other way on offense. Seidel guarding him, hands it off to Cash. Now over to Raymer. Still trying to work it into Barker. And Garrett, another foul there for Ferber. A lot of physical play down there, and that's really honestly how you frustrate some of those offensive post players. They don't like it when you push back. They expect kind of everything to be handed to you on the silver platter. So when you start pushing back, Garrett, that's when things really get chippy.
Well, they like to do the pushing, and so far Ferber has been taking it to Barker here. Ever since that first quarter ended, it's been in favor of Ferber. They got to get it back down to Barker, who's having a tremendous first quarter.
Ringler now has it, so they have both the tall trees in now as Barker quick swing pass to Austin Wells, sets the screen. Wells drives inside, outside to Raymer. Ringler now down on that low block double team coming. Wells three-point try, wide open. That one falls and cuts the lead even further now for the Cougars.
Nice pick play right there. Owen Barker setting the screen on Austin Wells' guy, and Wells making him pay from downtown, and now back down to 13.
Crestview still hanging around in this one, not really able to get in under double digits yet here, but if South Central goes cold, that's when things could get scary for them as there's just over a minute to play here in the third quarter.
South Central's going to look to burn as much time as possible now. 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. Crestview going to see if they can get a steal.
Barker right there on Adams, hounding him as he hands it or gets it over to Blair. Double team coming. Adams all the time in the world to cue up that jumper, and it pays off with a three-pointer for the Trojans.
Not the guy you want to leave wide open from downtown. Hagan has hit a couple of those tonight, and right there, that was nothing but water.
30 seconds left now. Raymer drives inside, takes the off-balance layup. That one goes, but it gives South Central an opportunity to take the last shot of the quarter. 25 seconds now. Seidel has it. Gets past Raymer, elects to bring things back out. Blair almost with a turnover. They're going to say last touch by South Central. So Crestview with a chance to carry some momentum into the fourth quarter.
This would be huge, Storm, if they can knock down some kind of shot, especially if it is a three-point basket. That would knock it down to 11 and put Crestview right there in the fourth quarter to see if they can come back and tie this thing up.
Baith has it. 15 seconds. He dribbles at the top of the key. Fall away shot, not gonna go. 10 seconds now for the Trojans. Seidel has it, 3 seconds now. He gets all the way into the lane, puts it up. Not gonna go at the horn. No foul call on the floor, and that's gonna do it here for the third quarter. The South Central Trojans lead the Crestview Cougars 45-31. Gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with high school hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, you just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Welcome back to the Cougars Den. Fourth quarter action moments away, now underway. Storm Blunchley joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, Crestview hanging around but never really able to truly get back into this one.
They've gotten close and they've cut it to 13. That's been the lowest it's been. And nice take right there from Isaac Blair. And just South Central's not letting them get close enough to come near this lead.
Austin Wells now out to Cash. They're going to call a double dribble on Cash, Garrett, and it really has not been his night tonight.
Really, the whole Crestview team has struggled to get anything offensively. Only 31 points to their name. Still plenty of time, down 16 points, but time is beginning to become a factor. They got to hurry up and ramp up the gears.
Seidel has it. He's been having himself a night tonight here at the Cougars Den. Kicks it off to Adams. Now Huller on the right wing brings it back up top. Now over to Blair. He started off the scoring for South Central in this quarter. Now Adams back to Blair, fakes the three-pointer. And it seems like South Central may already be in burn the clock mode as Seidel cues up a three-pointer. Excuse me, that was Adams, not going to go, and Crestview a chance the other way. Austin Wells, we got a blocked right there a little bit on that one. South Central the other way, Seidel has it. Seidel a quick move, hands it off to Blair. Back to Seidel, deep three-point try, and that one finds the bottom of the bucket. Seidel continues to add on to his total tonight.
I mean, this man is just putting on an offensive scoring clinic. Nobody can stop him for Crestview. He is just putting points up in bunches and adding to his total with a three-pointer a couple steps behind the three-point line.
Ringler has it, now over to Baith. Cash, three-point try on the way. No good from behind the three-point arc, and South Central with a chance to balloon their lead even further. Blair fakes the three-point, gets it off to Seidel. Seidel dribbles all the way inside. Mid-range try on the way from Ferber, and another offensive basket for the Trojans.
Trojans coming out here in the fourth quarter and really just putting the nail in the coffin. They can continue to do so, but on the other end, we've seen not only can Seidel score a storm, he can also dish the rock and pass it down there to Ferber, who had the easy mid-range jumpers. Ferber's going to check out, and Mitchell's going to check in.
Austin Wells set to inbounds things. He gets it to Ringler, dribbles inside, takes a lot of contact, not going to go, Garrett. Offensive rebound, that one falls, but that first shot from Ringler was pretty much the story of the night for the Crestview offense.
They've had some opportunities right at the 10, but nothing's been able to fall in, and shook a man out of his shoes, Storm Seidel. With an amazing move right there.
That great dribble move right there. Cash tips it. Adams able to track it down in the backcourt. 4-on-5 now. Blair, three-point try. Tremendous athletic play from Ringler. Able to get that block on the three-pointer. Turns it over. Seidel the other way. Cash jumped over him, so that's going to be a foul on the ground, Garrett. But what a sequence of plays right there for both squads.
South Central trying to put this one away early so they can start the buses and get out of here. And so far, they've come in here and really just put the clamps on Crestview. Cougars have had nothing really going offensively since the jump ball, and South Central just flexing their muscles.
Mitchell, mid-range try, fakes it, gets Cash in the air. Now out to Seidel, one-handed pass. Tipped around a couple of times, ended up in the pass of Huller. Adams has it on the corner. Huller, three-point try. Front of the rim and out. Raymer able to pull down the rebound, gets it tipped away. Battle for the ball, somehow gets it off to Wells. Wells gets stripped by Blair. He's caught now in the lane, gets it outside. Seidel, warm-up try on the way, but not when Barker's in the way. Raymer, 2-on-1, fast break, no-look pass, and one for Ringler. What a terrific sequence for the Crestview offense.
Ringler, man, as soon as he goes up to jump to try to attempt the block, he's going to get it in right there, fighting through the contact on the offensive end. Put some life back in these Cougars with 4:48 remaining.
Definitely not over yet, but if you're Crestview, I think almost every possession is a must score as they're able to convert the three-point play. As Blair gets the inbounds pass, Austin Wells guarding him. Cash brings the double team, gets it up top. That's going to be a foul on Raymer. A lot of contact right there, going to call that a reach-in foul.
If Crestview wants any chance in coming back in this one, they got to get stops pretty much on almost every single possession before they can tie it up. South Central's build this great league, and right there, Hagan Adams, right place, right time, regathered himself and got it to go for two.
Wide open layup there as Austin Wells gets it across the timeline, gets it inside to Ringler, now out to Raymer, three-point try. Not going to go. Blair with the defensive rebound. looking to push the tempo. 3-point try from Haller. Front of the iron and out. Ringler with an athletic rebound all the way down to Raymer. Can't track it down, saves it behind his back. Cash has it down low, took a lot of contact, not going to get the call. Crestview resets it, but Blair with the steal. Wide open lane and is going to finish the fast break with an easy deuce. And that's going to be a timeout called by, I believe, the Trojans.
Now just time to put it in cruise control. Storm up 20 points with 4 minutes remaining. It's going to be an uphill battle for Crestview to really even make this one close if South Central continues to do what they've been doing.
Yeah, Garrett, it has just been difficult for the Crestview offense all night long. We've seen them get a couple of easy looks right at the 10, but not able to convert. And the three-point shooting for them, I mean, absolutely just abysmal. You can't win if you can't make a shot from behind the three-point arc.
We're used to seeing Crestview hold opponents to 33 points a game, and South Central upwards of 60, almost doubling that. So we'll see by the end of the game, but it's really been the South Central offense. Crestview's had no answer for them defensively, and really Sam Seidel has put on a show here tonight.
And let's talk a little bit about the Trojans' defense as well. I mean, they have pretty much shut down Owen Barker, which this team relies on a lot, I think, down low. I believe he only has maybe 6 or 8 points, but those all came in the first half, Garrett. I mean, he has really not been able to find his shot.
Brett Seidel, a very great coach in this area, one of the legends. And at the halftime break, he made an adjustment, and they've shut down the bigs down low. Ringler and Barker really have had no say in the second half.
Ringler across the half-court line, 3 minutes and 50 seconds here to play in the fourth quarter as Spoor checks in for the first time tonight. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Ringler. Now back to Spoor, hangs in the air and gets that one to drop for 2.
Looks like Crestview elected to put in some subs, some fresh legs to see if they can get something to go. It's been a very tough night offensively. A nice tip right there from Ringler. Great defense. They tip it out of bounds, but South Central will remain with possession as Adams is going to check out for Ferber.
Seidel set to inbound things here for the Trojans. Deep inbounds to Blair. Has Spoor guarding him. Blair goes right to his right hand and is blocked by Stewart. South Central able to collect the rebound, but that's going to be a foul on Stewart. And Ferber is going to step up to the free throw line for 2.
Not many free throw opportunities here for South Central tonight. Only 3 of 3, but they haven't needed to go to the offensive line, as it's been their three-point shot. They have 8 threes to their name, a couple of them from Adams, and of course a couple from Sam Seidel.
Ferber able to convert on his first free throw attempt. Won't get the second one to go. Ringler with the rebound off the missed gimme. Jarek Ringler with Blair guarding him. Dribbles to his left, almost turns it over, and that's going to be a quick jump ball call as Jarek Ringler got tied up with Sam Seidel.
So another statement win if South Central, barring any kind of miracle here, is going to hold on. That would make them 6-0 overall, Storm, and 4-0 in the Firelands Conference. Next up on the docket, the next big win, of course, would be Western Reserve, a team that came in to Crestview and really shut them down. Spoor is going to get a travel call there. He's not understanding the call, but I think that one was a definite travel. Easy call by the Stripes.
Yeah, established his pivot foot and then took a couple more steps. That is a travel 100% of the time, Garrett. But, I mean, wow, especially in basketball to be 4-0 in the conference with how fast you play games and how fresh you need to be every night. I mean, pretty impressive from this South Central squad.
They struggled against Plymouth, a team that Crestview handled pretty easily. South Central only beat them 37-35. They were down 18-11 before coming out of the second half. But just tonight, they really have not struggled offensively at all.
And Crestview really struggling for the past couple of nights offensively. Really haven't been able to get their offense going. I know we saw them versus St. Paul. They were electric from behind the three-point line and from the low block. Tonight, really just not really able to get very much going.
Well, we said before the game started, Storm, in the pregame, that if Crestview struggles to get their three-point shot to go, and some of the the tougher teams, the tougher defensive teams can shut down Owen Barker, it's going to be hard to score for the Cougars because they really rely on that three-point shooting. And when players like Cash and Ringler are struggling from downtown, it's going to be a tough night.
And I think especially a big factor is, you know, this is where you really see the impact of losing both the Evans last year, Garrett. A guy who really, they really need a guy right now who could go out and get them a basket whenever they need one. Doesn't need to necessarily be from the low block or from the three-point line. Someone who can go and create their own shot.
Yeah, Evan averaged upward of 20 points a game, third in the conference, a scorer that, as you mentioned, that could just take it ISO ball and go get you a bucket when you need one. And so far, Crestview hasn't been able to find that guy. It's been Owen Barker the past few games, but so far he has struggled tonight, and a credit to South Central's defense.
The thing about Crestview, though, is South Central gets in the lane, hangs on the rim, another offensive rebound blocked, no travel call. South Central wanted a foul call, not going to get it, but Crestview, such a young team. This is a team who, if they can find their footing at the end of this season, they can carry a lot of momentum into that next year.
Yeah, this is not going to be obviously the end-all for Crestview. There's still a lot of games left, and we've mentioned in the past, Storm, that most teams are going to be completely different by the end of the year. Crestview will find their guys they need offensively to get it done, and it's just a tough night, tough shooting night, and every team typically has a couple of those, a year.
Spore gets it to go, and that was something we talked about pregame, Garrett. Crestview's inability to get out of a shooting slump, and I think that was on full display here as Spore picks up the foul, but that's just something that comes off with age and experience, I think, when you can finally kind of get yourself out of your own slump.
Against a tougher team, you got to shoot really particularly well, and they just have not been able to do so tonight as Spore and Ringler check out, and some of the JV guys check in for Crestview as they throw in the white flag.
Trojans will have it on offense. A minute 30 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Mid-range try, not going to go. Rebound tracked down by Stewart. Tried to save it, gets it in, but not to the correct team as South Central will add another two-pointer to their total. Crestview the other way. Kramer, the lone starter, left out there, and it's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the Trojans.
So what a win as Isaac Blair checks out, and the South Central crowd gives him a standing ovation. It's a big-time performance here from the Trojans to come into the Den and really silence this home crowd and beat them now upwards of 18 points. Could be more.
Definitely could be more. Still some opportunities here to score for the Trojans. 1 minute left to play. Three-point try blocked by Stewart. Raymer with a hook pass left that one up in the air, somehow corralled by the Cougars. Now down low to Stewart. It's going to be a turnover for the Cougars. 40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pick and roll from the Trojans. They get it over to the right wing, now in the corner. Three-point try on the way. No good. Stewart able to track down the rebound. Wells will have it. Stewart trying to create his own shot. 10 left to play now here for the Cougars and the Trojans, but this one all but over here. Crestview pretty much just needs to dribble this one out. Raymer shot won't go, and that's going to do it. Your final here from the Cougars Den, the South Central Trojans 58, Crestview Cougars 40. Going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with some final stats as well as a player of the game interview. But for now, you've been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson, Casasa Checking gives that money back to you in cash rewards. In fact, it just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Casasa.
Kissel's Lawncare. There's no job too big or too small for us to handle. With top-of-the-line equipment, we are guaranteed to complete your next landscaping job efficiently and professionally. A hard-working, dedicated team is what we take pride in, bringing to every job to make sure the results are the best they can be. So the next time you have a landscaping project that needs done, think smart and think Kissel.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Welcome back to the Cougars Den, where Storm Blunchley is joined by the illustrious Garrett Parlett. And Garrett, let's just get right into these final stats as we take a look at them. The Crestview Cougars with 14 field goals, 4 threes, 24 rebounds, 11 fouls, 17 turnovers, shooting 3 of 5 from the free throw stripe for South Central, 12 field goals, 8 threes, 21 rebounds, 12 fouls, 13 turnovers, shooting 4 of 5 from the free throw stripe. Garrett, and if you look purely at the stats, this one definitely looks like it should have been a lot closer than what it was.
Yeah, really the biggest discrepancy is the three-point shooting from Sam Seidel and really Hagen Adams. They were dominating from behind the stripe, or behind the arc, excuse me, and South Central coming into the Cougars Den, picking up a big win and moving to undefeated Storm 6-0 and 4-0 in the Firelands Conference.
And the Cougars with a offensive slump here. As of late, the past couple of games, haven't really been shooting the ball well, haven't been able to put the ball in the tin as effectively, I'm sure, as they'd like to. I mean, just talk to me about how they're going to need to get out of this slump.
They struggled offensively, and it started behind the three-point arc. They couldn't really hit any kind of three-point opportunity that was there and that they needed. Heath Cash had a couple threes, but that was really it. And Crestview just struggled offensively, and it was a credit to South Central's defense because they were suffocating, and they forced 17 Crestview turnovers. They had nothing going on in their way tonight.
All right, going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with a player of the game interview, so make sure you stay right here. But for now, you've been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
Welcome back to our player of the game, powered by Kissel's Lawncare Snowplow and painting. Sam Seidel, it was an obvious choice, had 18 points tonight. And Sam, how were you able to get it done on the offensive end for your team?
It was good to finally make some shots. We came out early making some shots, and on the road, that's a tough thing to do. So it's a good win, tough team. So
Able to remain perfect here on the season so far. What has been your guys' recipe to remain undefeated and keep that perfect season intact?
I think our go-to is just our defense. So when like the shots aren't falling, you know, our defense always comes with us. So.
You guys seem to like to play a lot of team basketball. Any guy can go out and score a bunch of points on any given night. Talk to me, was the game plan coming in just to feed you, or did the ball just happen to bounce your way from your teammates?
Nah, the ball was going in the hoop for me early, so I just had the hot hand, but we normally just move the ball. Whoever's got the hot hand has it that night. But.
And then talk to me a little bit about conference play going forward. You guys have a tough schedule, tough road ahead of you. The Firelands Conference, always very good on the basketball side of things. Just talk to me about, you know, your remaining schedule.
Yeah, we got some tough teams coming up. Lucas and Western Reserve at Lucas tomorrow. So a couple rivalry games. We got to come ready to play. So.
Alrighty, thank you very much once again. Your MVP, Sam Seidel, had 18 points. Thank you very much, buddy. Go out and enjoy this one.
Thank you.
That is going to do it here from the Cougars Den. As we will wrap up our broadcast, I'll go ahead and just end things out for us as the South Central Trojans cruise to victory 58-40 on the road here at the Cougars Den. That's going to do it here for Storm Blunchley, of course, and the illustrious Garrett Parlett. Locking it down on the color commentary. Mason Neese getting those perfect camera angles for you. I want to take a second to thank all of our sponsors, as if it weren't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to provide all this excellent live and free basketball coverage, as well as you, the fans watching at home. Always a joy to provide some coverage for you families watching. But I think that's going to do it here at the Cougars Den. Always remember, you have been watching high school hoops live and free on the OH Report.